Okay, so I've gone through, like the last tutorial said, and I've added 2 more LEDs. You can see I've got the 2 LEDs here, 2 more resistors. Both LEDs are hooked to ground, and I've got wires going from the LED back to pin 11 and pin 10. If I look at my program, in my scope at the top here, I've gone through and I've added LED 3 is on pin 11, LED 4 is on pin 10, and down here I've added LED 3 is an output and LED 4 is an output. In my void loop, I added 2 more lines to each section. So digital write LED 3 is off and digital write LED 4 is on. So it's just 1 and 4 are on, and then we delay 1 second, 1,000 milliseconds. We turn 1 and 4 off and turn 2 and 3 on and delay again. So if we look at the simulation, we've got the outside ones on, inside ones on. So 1 and 4, 2 and 3. This is great. We've got a whole program wrote here, but we want to be able to write lots of different programs for a little circuit that we're going to be making. So I'm going to take this program and I'm going to cut and paste it out of my void loop. So I'm going to select it, I'm going to stop my simulation, actually I'll select that again, Control X, and I'm going to come up here into my void setup and go Control V. I'll just tab that over. Right now, if I were to upload and run this program, it would mess everything up because this is not in anything. The function or the setup function is closed, and this isn't sitting in anything at all. So I need to add a function. So let's say we're going to call this void flash because it's just our first flasher. Some closed brackets, and I'm going to add a curly bracket there and a curly bracket down at the bottom. So now this is a function enclosed in a bracket. These empty brackets here just mean that nothing is getting returned. There's no input that we're going to be using. I'll get back to that in a second. So if I come down to my void loop now, I can say flash brackets semicolon. We always need that semicolon to say to go to the next line. And we've taken a 10-line program, and in our void loop we've made it just a single line. And here I can go upload and run again, and you'll see the program is doing the same thing. The beauty of this though is later on in our program we could have, if something happens, flash. So just that single line of code. Another thing that we can play with now is we could use flash and have it working at different speeds. So what I can do is I can add an integer to flash. So if I said flash, and in this bracket I'm going to say, oh, stop simulation, I always miss that one. If I said integer a time, so a time, pretty simple. Then down here in the delay, I say a time and a time. I've made a new integer that's just inside void flash, which is a time. So right now we've got no delay time, nothing's going to happen. But if I come down here to flash and I say I want it to be 500, I might have to change that in a second, let's see. And I go upload and run. Now my flashing speed is 500 because what we've done is we've taken a time, so we've said flash integer a time, flash 500, it takes 500 and makes that a time. So it's delay 500, delay 500. If I made it delay, stop simulation, if I made it delay 100, you'll see it's going much faster. So this just gives us a chance that we can to vary what we're doing. I could even say flash 100. And then I could say flash again 1000, and that should give us a short flash, long flash, short flash, long flash. So there's our long one, long one, short one. And you can play around with the functions this way. I'm going to comment these out right now. Oops, stop simulation. Actually, I'm just going to delete them because we know how to use that now. Goodbye. And I want you to play around and see if you can make another function. So we've got this block. We can play with these. Let's say control copy. So I've got my digital rights here, and let's say I want to do this a little different. Let's say low, and we'll add my delay. I'll just say 100 for now. That's semicolon to finish it off. So I've just got a block in here. Turn that LED on, delay. We're going to do some cut and paste. I'm going to make 4 blocks because I've got 4 LEDs. And I'm going to go through and make kind of a pulse. So second one, I turn the first LED off, second LED on. Third one, I'm turning the third LED on. And the last one, I'm turning the last LED on. So it'll run through, first one's on, 2, 3, 4, and then back to 1. If I go upload and run, it won't be running flash anymore, but it's going to run a sequence like that. So I've tested this, I know it works. Now I can take this new program that I just wrote, cut and paste it again, so control, stop simulation, cut and paste it. I'm going to go below my function flash, control V, fix the formatting a bit, and let's say void, let's call it void sweep. I was going to say void pulse, but I know that's a code. And again, I'm going to say integer A time. Drop that in a bracket. I'm going to change all my delays to A time. Like so. And I'm going to close the whole thing off with another bracket. So now I've got my void sweep. And I'm going to come down on my loop, and I'm just going to test out. So let's say sweep in brackets, let's try 300, semicolon. Just make sure I did that right. Yep. Upload and run, and it still should be working. So there we go at my sweep, but it's at 300. And I could say sweep, then flash, stop simulation. So I could say sweep, and then flash. Say 200, whatever, I'm just playing right now. Upload and run. And now we've got the sweep, followed by the flash. What I want you guys to do is go through and try to make 5 more functions. So different light displays that you can use at different times throughout your program. Alright, that's it for that one.